Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Menelik and welcome back to the Unbalanced Trader. In this video, this is gonna be the update of my Forex Fund 50k challenge. And without any further ado, let's get to the updates. I'm not gonna take that much time because there's not that much things to talk about it right now. I will have a later detailed video to do about it, but I just wanted to keep up with the update because I know that last week I dropped the video that I'm up 6% on the account. I got 8 days to pass it, and you know, I don't know. I was telling you guys that things weren't going right. So if you stay until the end of the video, you'll probably find out why didn't go right. So let's jump right into let's jump right into my Forex phone, and then I'll show you guys what's going on. I passed the challenge. I passed the 50k challenge. I did pass it with 6 days left on the challenge. I made 8%, pretty much that's right there. I made about 8.03% on the account. And that last day, I made about 2% in one day in order to pass the challenge. So if we are looking at the ratio of the challenge throughout the whole thing, it has been a good 4.8 sharp ratio, which is good. No much drawdown on the weekly because it's just kind of like a push up. On the daily, however, you can see that okay, as there have been some dips, especially a couple days before I finished the challenge. So like, you know, I was in the drawdowns. That's when I had about close to 7%, but then I got impulsive because I was so close of passing, and then I started taking trades that wasn't beneficial for me, and I ended up closing the day negative 1%. And then after that, it was boom up there. After that, I think I made another 1%, and I continue to conclude with 2% by the end of by the last day. It was a Thursday. I finished it. So once I passed that, it was on Thursday, and here's a trade. After that, I stopped trading because I didn't need to trade the Friday. So if we go on the Telegram here, let me look at the last day of trade. I want to show you guys a trade. So these are my trading days. My win rate ratio is 40%, which is kind of like good in terms of like, you know, the win rate ratio, but the number of trades I take is too much. This is something that I've been working on. I'm trying to reduce them as much as possible. I'm still trying to figure that out. You know, sometimes I take up to like 30 trades in a day, which is just mind-boggling. But you know, even though I take so much trades, I still up 40%, you know, in terms of like win rate. And the reason why I take so much trade is because of my style of trading. I am a scalper, which means I trade on 5 or 1 minute time frame, which sometimes I do change my mind a lot. And most of my trade, either I close them at break even, or I close them early in terms of like if I'm losing, I kind of like know like, okay, this is not going right. Kind of here, we reset, we see, okay, maybe that's not the time that I wanted to get in at, and then we figure out how I wanted to like get price and see price going. I don't recommend it for anybody to do those kind of stuff because it's not easy. You have to, number one, it's really stressful. It is really stressful. Number two, you are in front of the chart for a long time, even though you are just 1 minute chart, but over time, it's like hours, you know. So it's not good as well, and not really good for your mental health as well. What I usually do, it feels like work at this point because I have a 3 to 4 hour trading window twice a week, and I feel exhausted after them. You know, I have a break in between, which is the lunch. So during the lunch, I go to the gym to exercise, and I come back to do the afternoon session. So if we are looking at it here, those are all of the days that I've traded. You can see that some of the days I didn't trade. So 1, 2, 3, no, 1, 2, 3, 4, you know, 4, 7, 8, 9. So in the 30 days that they gave me, I only traded nine days, mostly Wednesday and Thursdays. Those are the times that I trade in. You can see the average here is like 9, 5, and then as I go down 14, 29. 29, it turned out good because I closed with like 2%, of course, with 4% on the day, which was good, but not recommended. 22 closed 2%, 25 closed negative $60, which is kind of like good ratio. It's like, okay, I'm taking a high amount of trades, close to 30, but when I'm winning like 4%, and when I'm losing like not even close to 0.1%, which is actually good, which is actually something that's good, but it's risky because in the past when I was trying to figure out my style of trading, my strategy, I used to lose a lot. I remember in January, I took a challenge and I lost 2 challenges in one day, which kind of like is crazy, But over time, I get used to it. I will kind of like figure out what I wanted that I didn't know before that was killing me. So it's got much better. And then the last day of trading, which we made 2%, to take 8 trades. 8 trades, they will say 8 trades, but sometimes those are trades that, I'm taking partial. So they will tell, okay, 8 trades. And of course, I may have taken close to like 5 or 6 trades, but they are additional because most of my trade I closed partial before I kind of like scale out. So if we are looking at the Telegram group, let me see the date again. I kind of forgot. So I need the date before we go into the Telegram group. So if we look here, it was on the 18th of May. That's when I passed the challenge. And in the Telegram group, I put most of the trade I take in the Telegram group. So if you want to keep up with what I do, or if you're interested in what kind of price action I do, the link is in the bio. It's in the description. It's free. Right now I'm just showing a proof of consistency, not charging anything. Sometimes I call trades, sometimes I post the trade after I do them. So, just up to you to see what's going on there. Beside that, on the 18th, this was based on a 4-hour trade idea that I posted on TradingView. If you want TradingView, you could have had it. It was for free. It lasted at least 2 weeks, but I do trade it on 1 minute, like I said. So every short-term trade ideas that I go on 1 minute to find my entry on a day-to-day basis. So during that day, that was a short-term idea on ES. I posted it 2 weeks ago. So it reached take profit. Then, I was saying that, okay, now today I only participated in the morning session. Reason, I was content with the result from the morning session, so no need to chase price. And the reason why I say that is because I passed the freaking challenge. I got my 8%. There's no need to trade. There's no need to force anything. I'm just gonna wait, get my verification, come back next week and trade. So by that time I stopped trading, and then here is the setup that I took that was a winner. It was on the 18th, 1 minute time frame, as you can see. Normal ICT entry, the things that give me the edge is depend on the times that I trade into. I know that you guys see on YouTube or etc. as a silver bullet, which is just a window of trading that I find it easy for me to get my trade at. But it also depends on price action and how price moves. So during that time, I had a 15-minute fair value gap. And once price trading to the 15-minute fair value gap, it take out relative low, which is sell side liquidity. We had a shift in market structure, trade into it one more time. At that time, I was like, okay, that's game on. You can see how clean the buy side is. There was a reason to it. But as for now, you can see, okay, we do have a buy side here. We do have a new week opening gap here. And then we have an old new week opening gap up there. So it was no brainer. I took my trade on ES. It was just one trade. That's it. So took my entry here. It trades, it kind of like consolidated, and then give us this entry right here. Take profit here on the buy side right there. So the entry was at no, the entry was at 41.6675, and the exit was supposed to be at 41.84, which is what we did. 41.66 here, 41.84, and then close it. And how it turned out, perfect execution, 100%, which means I am done for the week. After the 18th, I didn't trade. That's the 19th, which was a Friday. I didn't trade Monday. I didn't trade Tuesday. No, I made a mistake of trading Tuesday. I didn't trade Wednesday, and today's Thursday. Today's Thursday. I'm in verification right now, which is a new phase. I'll make video about how the verification is going. So far, ES delivered as expected, as the expectation of last week. Nasdaq really did blow my expectation of how Nasdaq was moving last week, and it has been the better market trade because the trade was smoother, it was faster. However, ES, it was kind of like dwindling, spending its time and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so it turns out good. I passed the challenge. And now I'm in verification. I will give you guys an update for the verification. So if you want to see the update of how the challenge is going or what kind of trade I'm taking, or in future I'll make video about trading tips and strategies that I use, etc. But for now, it's just a challenge. That's my focus. It's hard to follow two cattle at once. So I'm gonna focus on one thing. Passing the challenge, getting funded, getting a payout. So those are the sequences of the videos that you guys will see. And sometime or sometime on the weekend, I will make a forecast video or just analysis if I do have the time. But as far as now, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And until next time, my friend, I wish you safe trade.